Hey parents, Pastor Jeff here. We are so excited about High School Camp 2018. So we get ready to go, get everybody geared up. You have right in front of you, if you're getting this, you have an email, like that's right down there. Tons of information, all kinds of stuff, questions you may have. Hopefully they've been answered. We just wanted to give you, since we're not doing a CDYC night for high school for a variety of reasons. We wanted to give you some information. So if you're a video person, this is for you. If you're an information person, you're like, I don't like watching your face. Okay, that's fine. I'll cry about it later, but just read the stuff down below. Anyway, want to remind you, the reason we do high school camp is to get away, to connect with God, to connect with others, and to have a ton of fun. And we see that happening in a number of different ways at high school camp. So we're so excited your student is chosen and you've decided to let your student go to high school camp this year. If this is your first time, if you're a first timer, this is the first time your student has gone, there's a video somewhere on this email. We'd love for you to watch that or a link to it. It's got some general information about how we operate when we're away and how you can get information from us. A couple things, specifics to this year we want to let you know about. First of all, we are doing our serve day on Friday of camp. And so your student's going to want some clothes they're okay getting dirty in, doing some hard work in, maybe some shoes, some jeans, some things like that. We don't know our specific job yet. And if we get that, we'll get it to you as soon as we can. But if you want to bring gloves and that kind of stuff to be prepared for what we're going to do, again, we're not real sure what we're going to do, but we're going to be serving people. So bring stuff for serve clothes. The other thing is this year, as far as extra money is concerned, they needed money for one meal on our way up. We eat lunch before we come back. And then we're going to be partnering with an organization called The Transformation, and it's Transformation Ministries in South Bend. And this is going to be our offering. Every year we do kind of this offering idea and this opportunity to serve and give to some other ministries. And this one's actually local to South Bend. You're going to be hearing about it. It's in the Keller Park area. My friend Corey Lance is part of that, is the founder and director of it, and he's going to be talking to us a little bit throughout the week. So if students want to participate in that, that's another thing for them to have money for. Otherwise, there's some snacks available at Sufficient Grounds, the Acorn, and different things like that. Those are the two things they need money for, is meal on the way there, and then for the offering if they'd like to participate, and then anything else they'd like to purchase. A couple things on the times. They're a little bit different than last year. On June 20th, that Wednesday, we'd love for everybody to get here by 9:15 so we can get everybody in their groups, get everybody connected, load up, and then have plenty of time to get up to Bethel and have plenty of time while we're there to figure out where we're going to be in our dorms and things like that. So 9:15 on June 20th. And then, of course, we'll be back to HMC at around 4 o'clock. We'll give you a more detailed time when we're about an hour out in Columbia City. But on June 24th, that Sunday, we'll be home around 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier than that if all things go well. Now, when your student and you get here on June 20th, first of all, make sure you have your forms in by June 3rd and your payment in by June 3rd. Emails are coming out soon with how much you have remaining. So on the check-in process, when you get here on June 20th, you're going to come to the parking lot, the west parking lot. The buses and everything will be out that way. You'll drop your luggage off with the guys who are going to be loading the luggage. You'll come in. If you have any medications, you can check those in with your small group leader. Make sure you get your shirt and the different things that we're going to have for you. And then we're going to gather in the Family Life Center. Once your student gets into the Family Life Center, parents, you are free to leave, because at that point, we're going to simply gather them in their small groups. We're going to pray with them in their small groups, and then we're going to head out and get ready to go to Bethel. And that's the check-in process. Now, one of the things that can be tricky is this cell phone policy. And again, I can't emphasize enough. This comes from some research. This comes through our own assessing of events and trips when we do have phones, when we don't have phones, and then it's the students' own commentary, their own assessment of what trips and experiences are when they have their phone versus when they don't have their phone. So if you can, please help us out and help your student have a more in-depth experience by making sure that phone doesn't go with us. Again, if we find it, we're going to help that student by keeping it for the week, and then they can have it at the end of the week. But otherwise, it helps when they don't even have it there, when the temptation isn't even there, and they're not connected to the rest of everything going on, and they actually get to get away. Is a significantly deeper time for students and more forming. And so if you can help us with that. If you have questions about that, again, please contact me in the office. Instead of just sending the phone with the student, get a hold of me. I would rather have a conversation about it. So let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what will work. In the event that there is something you need to get a hold of us for, down in the lower part of the email, there is a contact number for you to get a hold of us. It's a general number, and then if we can't respond right then, we'll get to you as soon as we possibly can. But again, help us out in that process. Last thing I want to let you know about this year, two things. We don't have to bring fans. Woohoo! We have air conditioning, right? Super awesome, super excited about that. So don't need to bring fans unless they absolutely want to. And then the last part is down below in the email here is a prayer guide for you as a parent. And we know our goal is to partner with you. Our goal is not to replace you. And we recognize the spiritual influence that you have as a parent. And so we wanted to best inform you on how to pray. So down below is a guide on how to pray for each day throughout the week. Again, just another way that we would love to be able to give you more information so you know best how to pray for your student and to guide your student as we come out of this. Again, thank you so much for trusting us to partner with you. Again, we know that you're the most influential person in your kid's life, and we just want to come alongside what's going on at home, because when two things are working together, it's better than two things working apart. So we're with you. We're with you. And if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me in the office, 260-824-1844. And then also my email, jeff@hopemc.org. We cannot wait to see you on June 20th as we get geared up for high school camp.